Okay. It says I'm live. I'm hoping you guys can hear me, although it looks like I'm talking to myself at the moment. So, it says I'm live. Oh, wait. I need to mute myself. All right. So, I realize this is very short notice. Hi, everybody. I'm Todd Kiesling, and you're probably watching this because you saw me post something on Facebook or Twitter just maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago, and this seemed like the easiest way to discuss what I have to discuss rather than trying to write up a post when I have a million other things I need to be writing. So if you were on social media or if you follow me there, you probably saw me post a screenshot of this. I actually have two of these. It's a contract for publication with Crystal Lake Publishing, a wonderful little horror-focused publisher out of South Africa, owned and operated by the wonderful Joe Meinhardt. I apologize, Joe, if I mispronounced your last name. So, hey guys, I see you in the chat. I'll just respond real quick. So yeah, I'm waffling here because this is, again, way off the cuff, and I don't normally do this without a lot of preparation, so please bear with me. Yeah, so I signed 2 contracts today, 1 book per contract. Didn't really talk about what they were for earlier because I was at work. So I kind of screwed off as much as I could handling comments and whatnot. So yeah, the contracts were for a reissue in paperback and ebook of Ugly Little Things Volume 1. That is this book right here. And also a future publication of Ugly Little Things Volume 2, which will contain 2 stories that have been published already. Ugly Little Things number 5 and 6, The Other Land Express, and House of Nettle and Thorn. So this actually has been in the works since November 2015, something like that. I reached a point where I was working on the Moon Hill project, and you realize that if I want to pursue doing what I want to do with Precipice Books, I need to take myself out of the equation. Matter of fact, it's ironic, I guess, or maybe serendipitous. The Ugly Little Things hardcover experiment was successful enough that it showed me that I could do what I wanted to do with Precipice and have it be somewhat profitable. And that's how the Moon Hill project happened. I see Tony Rapino's in the chat right now. I managed to pull him away from his PlayStation long enough to join me. So that's kind of how it came about. And when I realized that, all right, it's one or the other, I can't do my own stuff, I need somebody else to do that. I've been getting a lot of requests for the hardcover in paperback form. Didn't really have the resources myself to make a paperback happen at the time. So I wrote a query, which is the first query letter I'd written in, Jesus Christ, probably about a decade, maybe. And I sent it to Joe at Crystal Lake because I'd worked with him in the past with Writers on Writing. He's a really approachable guy, and it just seemed like a good fit. Crystal Lake does incredible work, and I got a lot of mutual friends there. Mercedes, one of the geeky writers, Kevin Lucia, Jonathan Wynn, a ton of other people I am forgetting because I'm nervous doing this. So I sent it to Joe. He said, I'll look at it and get back to you. No promises. Da 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 da. Then out of the blue, I guess it was right before Christmas, he said he wanted to talk about it further, but he was really busy with current projects. So he'd get back to me. And then about a month and a half ago, he said, "Yeah, let's do this." And today I got the contracts, signed them, and so yeah. Although an official release date hasn't been announced or anything, we're looking at June of next summer. There is one important facet to this that I need to mention. Precipice Books has retained the rights to do hardcover editions. So those of you who pre-ordered this, first volume of stories 2 years ago, there will be a second volume coming in hardcover. It'll be next summer sometime. I can't say when. It'll be after the paperback has been released. And I can't say more than that. I can't tell you how many stories are going to be in it. I can't tell you how long it's going to be because I'm still writing them. So, matter of fact, I have a deadline of January 31st to deliver both manuscripts, which is good because it gets me off my ass and motivates me to do what I need to be doing. So I know some of my longtime readers and followers and fans and stalkers probably have voiced their issues with me focusing on the ugly little things so much when I should be writing the third monochrome novel. I hear you. Believe me, nobody wants that book finished more than I do. But this seemed like the right move to make at the time. And doing this will get me back in the groove of writing every day. And that's something I have not been doing. I haven't forgotten about the third monochrome novel. It'll be done when it's done. I know my editor, Amelia, is in the chat right now, and she'll also reassure you it will be done when it's done. Yeah, this is the big announcement. This is what's coming out. It will be Ugly Little Things, volumes 1 and 2, coming from Crystal Lake sometime next summer, hopefully early summer. So there's also the elephant in the room of the current ebook editions and what's going to happen to them. Unfortunately, at some point in the very near future, I don't know when. I guess technically it should be taking them down now, but I have got to talk to Joe about what he wants me to do, when he wants me to do it, because usually you want to preserve the positive reviews. I've already begun compiling them, but anyway, what is going to happen in the near future is all of the Ugly Little Things digital titles are going to be removed from Amazon, from Barnes & Noble, from all of the online retailers, because Precipice no longer has the rights to them. So those of you who have already purchased them, you are going to be, you'll still have them on your device. Just don't delete them. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. I don't know if you if you purchase the book and then it gets taken down, can you still download it even after it's been taken down? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But that said, if you have a problem with this, I'm sorry. It's the way this business works. It's the way rights and licenses work. So I'm forever grateful for those of you who purchased the ebook editions. I apologize for the traffic. My window's open because it's hot as balls in my office right now. Those of you who purchased ebook editions of the Ugly Little Things releases, I'm forever grateful, because your support, especially around the time those books were coming out, your support there meant the fucking world to me. You your support of those books kept me going, and in a lot more ways than you realize. So that's kind of where we are. The ebooks will be taken down. If for some reason you bought an ebook and you deleted it from your device and you can't get it back after the books are taken down, send me an email, send me a message, and we'll work it out. I'll make it right somehow, even if it means I have to send you the Word document. I'll do it, just so you have what you paid for. That said, next summer, Ugly Little Things will be an ebook. It'll be in paperback. It will hopefully, based on the contract, be in stores or available in stores, more so than I could make it available in stores, which is awesome. That's a particular avenue I was never really prepared to pursue. I'm drawing a blank. I feel like there's something else I should be telling you. So, yeah, hi. It's been a crazy fucking day. I see a bunch of you in the comments, and thank you all so much for your support. Really, it means the world to me. If you guys have any questions, please feel free, throw them at me. I didn't want to stay on here too late tonight, but I'll stick around for another 15 or 20 minutes and answer questions and stuff. And Nikki Nelson Hicks asked that we're pretty. Yeah, you guys are pretty. You're beautiful. You're the most beautiful names and text I've ever seen in a chat window. You're gorgeous. Don't ever let anyone ever tell you otherwise. You're pretty. So, how fast is a spider monkey? Really? I don't fucking know. How fast is it? I don't know. How long is a piece of string? Flight speed of a fully laden swallow. Aw, Mercedes' daughter says hi. Tell her I said hello, Mercedes. Anthony Rapino asks, so when will your next novel come out? I think I just answered that. When it's done. What I should be asking, though, Mr. Rapino, is when will your next novel be coming out, sir? I believe you've been working on that one longer than I've been working on mine. Yeah, I went there. That is true. Amelia asked, she asked if that was a European or African swallow. And Tony just told me to shut my mouth, which isn't going to happen. So, yeah, I apologize if this is all over the place. Like I said, it was kind of a crazy fucking day, and my head is still kind of spinning. Yeah. It was pretty cool to call my mom and my dad and tell them that I just signed a 2-book deal with a publisher. Yeah. Do I know who will be doing the artwork for the collections? I don't. I don't know if Joe's going to use the same art. My guess is he's probably going to want to use get different art for it. I know because the first actually brings up a good point I should discuss, because I got this question earlier. The first volume is going to be released intact. Tony, matter of fact, I got to talk to you about that. I don't know if Joe's going to want to use your introduction, because those of you who don't know, Tony wrote the introduction to the hardcover edition a couple of summers ago. So I don't know if we're going to use that. There's a lot of things up in the air right now. All I know is I've committed to these things. Volume 1 is going to stay the same in terms of the stories in it. That'll be close to 50,000 words of text. Radio Free Nowhere, When Karen Met Her Mountain, Saving Granny from the Devil, and The Harbinger. And the second volume will include the previously released stories, The Otherland Express, House of Nettle and Thorn, also a piece of flash fiction that was published a couple of years ago called Human Resources. And I've got a couple of other stories that are finished that are awaiting edits from my book wife, Amelia. Those stories, you've probably seen me mention them. The Darkness Between Dead Stars, and most recently, one I finished earlier this week, The Man in Your Garden. So I'm working on another story that could potentially end up being novella size about a rock band called the Yellow Kings. Those of you who are Robert Chambers fans will get the connection there. So that's kind of what I'll be working on when I'm not working on getting the Moon Hill collection ready to go, which, matter of fact, Erica's downstairs working on the layout as we speak. But yeah, going back to the artwork, Tony, it's entirely going to be up to Joe. Thanks, Tony. He says that The Man in Your Garden is worth the price of admission alone and to get excited. So thank you, sir. That's probably the fastest story I've written in a long time. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I got. I'm tapped out. It's hot. It's humid. It's been a long fucking day, and I just feel elated and euphoric and drained all at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, I'd way to warp. Yeah. You're welcome, Mercedes. Oh, now Jeff Fox shows up. Thank you, Dark Sailor Jupiter, very much. I appreciate it. Toughen up, Buttercup. It's 109 degrees here. I'm sorry. You expect me to have sympathy? You chose to live in Arizona. Jeff Fox just shows up and wants to know what he missed. Should we tell him? What do you think? Should we tell him? Or should we let him guess? It's a really loud truck. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Jeff, you can go back for the particulars in the recording, but long story short, Crystal Lake is going to re-release Volume 1 of Ugly Little Things in paperback and ebook next summer, followed by a second volume, which I'm working on now. So, yeah, that's the long and short of it. But yeah. Also, you just missed a lot of me going and just long, awkward pauses and silences, and me staring longingly into the camera. Like that. I could just do this all night because I love you guys so much. It's the kind of love in which you take someone and dig a hole in your basement and you keep them there. Yes. Jeff has nicknamed me Mr. Quiet Style because he says I write quiet style horror. So, because I guess I do. You're gonna meme the shit out of that look. I see. That's why I wanted you here so you could do that. And I did tell you that you're pretty. I look all glowy. It's from my halo. I'm pregnant with a book baby. It's like giving birth to a stone. It's been gestating for far too long. So, that would be my Crystal Lake character's name, Mr. Quiet Style. I don't know about that. I don't like that makes it sound really obscene, especially since Joe's having like author personas being immortalized by Luke Spooner. So I don't know if Mr. Quiet Style is what I want to go for. I was thinking more like Defiler of Minds, or like Dark Lord. I could go for Dark Lord. I kind of like that. It's very 80s metal. Miss Murder and Mr. Quiet Style. Yeah, I guess. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm gonna cut this thing off and call it an evening. But I just wanted to update people and let you guys know what's going on, because this all kind of didn't happen fast, but the contract showed up when I didn't expect it to. So the mind fucker. Now, Nikki, come on. Knives don't snitch. Great. Also, aside from Nikki and Amelia and Mercedes, I don't know if anybody out there is going to Nikon, Northeast Writers Conference. Is that what it is? I don't know. I just know it by Nikon. That's in a couple of weeks. I'll be there. I'm gonna walk up and say hello in a non-creepy manner. That would be great. Ask me for a business card because I have those. And then walk away slowly. Is Crystal Lake going to invite you to camp? I recommend against going. Sure, I guess. Okay. I'm just kind of staring blankly off into space now, watching your messages go back and forth. So, again, thanks for tuning in tonight, and I will catch you all later. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye.